Oh, fuck. That went fast. What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Right Now Powder Coating channel. I am Dan. Thank you for joining me today. Make sure to give us a thumbs up and a like on this video. Subscribe if you haven't. It just helps us out a ton here. The more we get comments-wise and all that stuff, the more motivated I am to do this stuff for you, especially if you guys give me some ideas of what you're looking for on learning. In today's video, you're going to see what I just showed you there, my reaction to a head-to-head battle with PowderStrip and with Greensolv. Now, PowderStrip is an Expresschem company. They've had the chemical for a while now, but they're starting to push their Ecostrip, which is a heated chemical, a little bit more. They're working on tanks. But Matt from Expresschem actually drove out, visited me here at my shop in Iowa. We talked for a little bit, and we used to work with him quite a bit back when we were using their version of the EZ50 chemical, which I don't remember the name, don't even care. It's a horrible chemical. It smells bad. It burns you. It's not user-friendly. It works great, don't get me wrong, it's just not user-friendly. I will never go back from these heated chemicals just because they've made my life so much easier. They made my employees safer. They've stopped rusting out my shop. So anyways, we're going to compare them head to head, and we might as well just get into it right now. The results might confuse you. They did me a little bit. They might impress you. I don't know. Let's get into it. All right, so we're gonna do a comparison test with Ecostrip from PowderStrip against our Greensolv. Matt reached out to me. This is part of Expresschem, PowderStrip is. It's just kind of an off brand, but this is their heated stripper. So we're gonna try this stuff out, and we're gonna see how it does against our Greensolv. I don't know the exact pricing yet. I'm just told it's a lot cheaper than Greensolv, and obviously you got to import this stuff from Canada, so it's a little pricey to ship. But this is their Wheelstrip 273WL that we've been using for the last few years. We love it. We think it's amazing. Matt over at Expresschem sent us a barrel, sent us a stripper. So we're going to do a test, and to start off with, we're going to use our chemical transfer pump. We're going to pump some of the Greensolv into this barrel, because we want to do it exactly like we're going to do their chemical. So there's a little heated band we're going to put on here. We're going to pump that into here. We're only going to go up a little bit. We're going to do a test with some hooks, see how long they take to strip. We're going to dump this into our Greensolv tank, and then we'll put some of that into here, and we'll do the same test and see which one is better, or if they're the same, or I don't know. We'll find out. Let's do it. All right, guys, the tank has been heated overnight. It's nice and warm. I've got this plate that we use as a divider on our conveyor system. We're gonna put it down into the chemical. We're gonna see how long it takes Greensolv to strip it, and then we've got another plate identical that has gone through just as many times. So we're gonna put that into the rapid strip, and we'll see which one is better, or if they're the same, or what's going on. All right, that part just went into the tank at 9:12, so in about 30 minutes we'll pull it out and check and see how far it's come. All right, we're 30 minutes in. We're gonna pop the lid off and take a look at the part. So Greensolv does actually, when you buy it, they send excuse me, an oil to put on top, which keeps this down. Obviously we don't have that for the barrel, so that's why it's so vapory. So it's gotten through at least one layer in about 30 minutes. So we're gonna put it back in, we'll wait another 30 minutes. 1 hour in. We're getting through the layers. This thing has a lot of paint on it, just to be fair. We never clean them, we just keep running them as markers on the line. So this one will probably take longer than your average part or set of wheels because it's probably got like, I should have measured it. I'll measure the other one that's been on the line at the same time. We'll see how many mils. But back in for another half hour. All right, guys. So I lost the audio for here, but this is our hour-and-a-half check. We're going to take the lid off and take a look at it. And I'm clumsy, so I knocked the thing out. So dig it out. But basically, we're probably 80% of the way through all of it at about an hour and a half here. We're down to, I think, the last layer. On the edges, you're starting to see some of the metal. So it's doing about typical. We're usually about an hour and a half, 2 hours when we're stripping wheels. So this is pretty much what I expected to see. And obviously there's a ton of mils on this. So here we're at 2 hours and the metal is finally starting to show up through, which I'm showing you there. And I believe I was able to just take this over and rinse it off in our wash bay, and all that paint came off, which you'll see here in the next clip. All right, so I ended up taking it out because I could see a lot of metal, and I just rinsed it off and all that yellow came off. So it was just over 2 hours to actually get this thing stripped. We were doing a little mil test on it, so like 7, oops, that's on the edge there, 10, and this is the next plate. I don't know if I have one with that much paint on it. That's 7 on the corner there, so where it's really built up. So this plate we're going to put into the Express Chemical Rapid Strip, and we'll see how long it takes. We're going to have to empty out that tank and then put in the rim strip or the rapid strip, and then we'll heat it overnight again, and then we'll put this in. So in the video it's only a minute or so, but it's taking a couple days for us to do this in real life. All right, so we're gonna put in this other plate. I've got the Ecostrip in the barrel all warmed up, and I will tell you right off the bat, this does have more of a smell than Greensolv, but it's obviously not as bad as like the B17. But yes, it definitely has a smell to it. So we'll let that sit for 30 minutes and we'll come back and check it. Okay, so this is going to be a bad test. We're probably going to have to do it again. I got super busy doing work, which is a good thing because I should be super busy doing work. But I didn't check it. It's been 2 hours now, maybe 2.5. So we'll see where it's at. Oh, fuck. That went fast. There is less paint on this though. Let's do this side. I'll come back in a half hour. It's 4:22. And we'll see if it's stripped in a half hour or not. Okay, this time we are right at 30 minutes. And it's basically all gone. So this was a little bit lighter. It was like 2 mils, but 2 mils lighter. I mean, it was like 5 versus 6, 7. It's pretty impressive. There's just a little bit left at the bottom, but that's it. Interesting. So yeah, Greensolv took, I want to say it was 3 hours. Of course, this was like 2 days ago. And then we've got Ecostrip from PowderStrip, which is Express Chemicals, that was a little bit quicker. It does have more of a smell than the Greensolv, I feel like, but that may just be because there's no oil blanket on it, which Greensolv puts an oil blanket on top of their product, which helps with evaporation and stuff, which, like, we put bars across our tank and hang things off to strip them, and the lid's partially open, but it still keeps the chemical from evaporating out because it's got that nice oil blanket. So I might talk to Matt at Expresschem and see if that's something they're going to be doing. I know they're working on heated tanks. This is just a barrel that they sent me, a 55-gallon barrel, and then a heating strap for it, which I think you can buy off like Amazon. I don't know, I'll look it up. And then they sent me 25 gallons of their chemical to test. So far I'm really impressed. I'm going to keep running some stuff through it, and then we may do a follow-up video to see how it works in the long run, because I know with Greensolv it does start slowing down the more it gets diluted with the paint residue, and then it turns into a sludge. Then you got to scoop the sludge out. But I actually still prefer this over B17 or any of those other nasty, harsh, burn your skin chemicals. Also, my shop's not rusting out anymore with the Greensolv, so I'm going to keep testing this. So far I'm pretty impressed with it. I'm not saying I'm going away from Greensolv. I'm not saying I'm never gonna buy Ecostrip. They're both good options. Greensolv has been really good to me. Back when I used to buy Rapid Strip or whatever their wheel stripper is from Express Chemicals, they were really good to me too. So I think both companies are great. I think Greensolv just announced too that they're shipping out of the US now, so freight's going to get cheaper on that end, which is a good thing for all of us powder coaters. It's more accessible. Obviously the Greensolv tank, the chemical and all that stuff was super expensive, but I did do payment terms with them, so I think I paid it off over a year, which definitely helped. And then my chemical consumption went down a ton. We were buying like 55 gallons maybe every 3 weeks, maybe 4. So we were buying that monthly. With Greensolv, we're not doing as many wheels as we used to do, but with Greensolv we're down to maybe a barrel every 4 months or so, or 5 months, because it doesn't evaporate as quickly and we just don't lose it. So there's definitely pluses to go into this more user-friendly paint stripper. The smell on that is a little bit more than Greensolv. It's not bad though. It doesn't, like, you don't feel your lungs burning. Obviously they suggest you have like an overhead vent or fresh air environment to work with, and make sure you use your PPE, your gloves. We've got goggles and an apron that we always use when we're in there. So it's just good to be safe. But yeah, I think so far it's a great chemical. I mean, it stripped, that was probably, and again, I measured these like 3-4 days ago, and I'm gonna look back in the video and I'll know, but it was like 5 or 6 mils on that corner for the Ecostrip, and then for Greensolv it was like 6, 7, maybe 8 in some areas. So it was more mils on the Greensolv, but I still think this Ecostrip would have taken it off in an hour or less. So I got to give them the win on it, but we'll keep testing. So make sure you like the video, make sure to subscribe. Catch me on another video coming up real soon. We're going to do one about powder storage, I think. I don't know. We'll talk to you guys later.